Good afternoon. Welcome on into the Christmas edition of From Day One. We go to the court, where we have a guy who goes from 0 to 100 in about 2.3 seconds flat.
Can you hear this, Melvin?
Yes, Your Honor.
My name is Jay. I have your name is Christopher Ryan Belvoir, is that correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Belvoir, I have an address of General Delivery in Longview. Is that where you get your mail?
Yes, it is, sir.
You're here in our jail on new criminal charges dating, looks like from the early hours of this morning. This is a charge, there are two charges here.
That would be early hours this morning.
The maximum penalty for the most serious of these, the resisting arrest.
Hey, can I tell you something, sir?
No.
Just a minute.
Shut up.
Sir. So you're just charging your officer is fucking outrageous.
Mr. Belvoir, if you charge.
Enjoy those F-bombs.
I'm going to send you in the back, no bail, and we're going to come back to you tomorrow.
All I was doing was trespassing at fucking YMCA.
Another F-bomb.
One more time. You use an obscenity in this courtroom, and I'm going to put you in the back. You're not going to get out of jail.
That's what they did last night, sir.
Okay, just
I
listen.
want my lawyer present right now.
Just listen.
That's my clunky. I'm not going to listen to you with a fucking fake charges.
Okay, just take it easy. Okay, calm down.
Be off the fake charges, sir.
All right, so the charges are resisting arrest and disorderly conduct.
They're both lies.
Okay, so and this involves them contacting you apparently.
Who's running up to hurt me more?
At the YMCA.
They came from around the corner at the YMCA, and I didn't say nothing to them, did disorderly nothing, and snatched me onto the ground and fucking hurt me last night, this morning. For no reason.
The maximum penalty for this is 90 days in jail and fines of cost of $2,050. Do you understand what you're charging? I'm not saying you're guilty, but do you understand what
I
you're
will.
charged with?
Yes, sir.
I'll say it, Your Honor.
So you have certain rights that apply anytime you're charged with a crime. I'm going to read you your rights. It's going to take a minute.
Well, I got the right.
You have the right to be represented by a lawyer, and if you can't afford a lawyer, I can appoint one for you. You're presumed innocent of all the charges until they're proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a speedy and public trial. You have the right to a trial by jury unless you give that right up. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses who testify against you. The right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You can have them appear at no expense to you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf or to remain silent. If you feel you can't have a fair trial because of the prejudice of a particular judge, you have the right to ask for a different judge. You have the right to appeal from any You have the right to appeal from any guilty following a trial by judge or jury. If you plead guilty, you give up all these rights, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation or exclusion from admission to the United States and denial of naturalization. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
It looks like you already have a lawyer. It's the Grim Law Group. Mr. Gallivan, do you already represent Mr. Belvoir?
Yes, Your Honor, in his other case.
Yes, and we'd like him to shut up, Your Honor.
For the judges, do you want to enter not guilty, please, on his behalf, Mr. Belvoir?
Yes, Your Honor, so please not guilty.
He looks so excited.
Not guilty, please, for Mr. Belvoir. So right now you're presumed innocent of these charges, and now we're going to talk about release and conditions and set some dates for coming back. Mr. Chairman.
The city's recommending $1,000 bail. The problem is he's got 4 other pending cases in Longview from between July and today. And he was presumably
only 4?
Recognizance on those cases on condition that he stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir. Shooting $1,000 bill in your court and your system is fucking kangaroo court. Excuse my language. Listen to me, sir. Last time I was detained for felony harassment for 3 fucking days. I was denied the ability to use the phone at all. No more. You're now released. You sure? Look, I'd like to change judges or whatever the hell. This guy is biased against me, and if you guys keep me in jail for something I did not do, the police assaulted me. 9 fucking officers assaulted me at the AM/PM after I was walking away peacefully. We came back around the corner and go ahead.
You want to talk about that? Mr. Belvoir?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have several cases pending. He does have
around the Zoom court on the 24th of this month.
God, this guy doesn't know how to shut up.
forward for a pre-trial on the 6th, and there's other cases. I just suggest we set for a pre-trial at this point.
Yeah, when I got out of jail, sir, on the 6th, for a bogus charge, they let me go for what was it for? I'm trying to tell you what happened at Walmart. They detained me for 3 days, and then they let me go with nothing. Okay, on the 6th and what? And then the month before that, when I was supposed to be about 8 p.m. Just let me speak to my lawyer because last night they would not let me speak to him when I fucking got here. For 9 hours. I read the attorney and the lawyer.
It's 4 a.m. No one's gonna let you speak to your attorney at 4 fucking
10
a.m.
o'clock on the 6th. That's Wednesday. All right, I'm going to set the pre-trial on October 6th at 10 a.m. Mr. Belvoir, your behavior convinces me that you need to stay in jail. You
hear me, sir? I would like to make you not my judge. Can I put this on the 24th with the same judge exactly that I already have? And my behavior in court, guess what? I got my next script. I need to put your ass off to.
See, told you it goes to 0 to 100.
$2,000 cash. $2,000.
You're not giving me any bail. I'm sure you was another judge on the 24th with the court, sir.
October 6th.
Listen to me. I have the right to change my fucking judge.
No.
You guys put me in jail. You trying to make sure, sir. Yeah, this is the officer right here last night that fucking hurt me.
And he's being dragged away and he's still going off.
Okay, we're done. Thank you.
So let's go to Burke's courtroom. Mr. Tucson.
Good morning, This is Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Tucson. I apologize. I was in Judge Rush Hour Zoom room. The matters I had there were going to be quick, but that's not the story.
Thank you. Okay. Well, my understanding is we have a preliminary examination scheduled this morning, and are the parties ready to proceed?
Judge, I would be helpful if I had a moment to talk to Ms. Kirby, but I believe we will be ready to proceed.
Well, I think we're all got a lot right now. So I'll give you that chance. Maybe you guys could do it by cell phone, or I can put you in.
Cell phone's fine, Judge.
Okay. Be sure to mute your screens. Also.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Especially if we're going to talk about me.
Only in growing terms, Judge.
Right. Okay, I see counsel is back.
10 minutes later.
Before the state of Michigan versus Reginald Matthew Tucson. Case number 22F5 5110. Good morning. How many witnesses do you intend to call?
Are we running again, Mr. Overwater?
I would need about 10 seconds to talk to Mr. Tucson to be sure of that, but I believe so. I'm sorry to delay the court. I did speak with him last night, but...
Could you put them in a break room after please?
Thank you, Your Honor.
If we are running the exam, Your Honor, it is going to be 2 to 3 witnesses. I believe only 2.
Okay, well, it will be important to know for sequestration purposes.
The officers are together.
Sequestration, by the way, refers to keeping witnesses separated during a hearing to avoid them basically coordinating what they're going to say.
With Mr. Langen's commenting by himself.
Yes.
Is what that is for sequestration rules.
22F5 5110. Are we ready to proceed?
Your Honor, my client indicated he wishes to waive his right to a preliminary examination this morning and proceed to circuit court to resolve the matter there. I would just note for the record, at an earlier PCC defense demanded video from the incident at Kroger. That video was tendered to our office because of some technical difficulties. I wasn't able to review it last night. We were able to resolve those difficulties this morning. I have had the opportunity to review the video and discuss it with Mr. Tucson, and based on everything that we now know, it's his intent to waive his right to examination and proceed to circuit court.
Ms. Kirby, do the people waive their right to a preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't have your client here to get a written waiver, so Mr. Overwater, if there's no objection, I'd like to address him directly to make sure this is what he wants to do.
No objection. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Tucson. Do you understand that you have the right to a hearing what's called a preliminary examination?
Yes, sir.
And show that there's probable cause to believe that you're the person who committed the crime that you've been charged with?
Yes, I understand.
And in fact, I see they have 3 witnesses here this morning. There's 2 police officers from the another police department, as well as what I assume to be a civilian witness. They're here and ready to testify that you would like to waive your right and go straight to circuit court. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Court will find that the waiver in this matter is knowing, understanding, intelligent. Furthermore, the court will find that the prosecutor's attorney having waived the right in their examination, the examination is waived. Mr. Overwater, do you acknowledge receipt of the information in this matter?
I do, Your Honor. I wait formal reading my final stand here.
Court will enter a plea if not guilty on the client's behalf. This matter is going to be assigned to Judge Darlene O'Brien. So we will schedule a video conference arraignments November the 17th, 2022 at 1:30. Bond in this matter was previously established. A $10,000 cash and surety. Does either side wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, the facts of the case make it very, very clear that my client was in the midst of a psychological or psychiatric episode at the time of the offense. There are things that he said to the officer that were highly delusional. And while these are violent offenses, the factual allegations of the resisting are relatively mild. It's an arm grab, standing and kind of looming a bit and sitting back down while at the hospital. Obviously, those allegations have proven true or sufficient to establish the facts of those charges, but they're, relatively speaking, milder in nature. As far as the felonious assault is concerned, the complaining witness in the case would have testified that he did not actually see the weapon, just believed him to have one in the based on the things that he had said, which were violent allegedly in nature. But another witness who was present at the Kroger reported to police that while my client was holding a pocket knife, that pocket knife was closed. So the blade was not extended, and while that also may reach the level of satisfying
it does,
but it is as well a very muted and mitigated set of facts to establish those offenses. My client is currently receiving medication. He has provided me with his contact information. He has a 1-year lease in an apartment on Greenbrier in Ann Arbor. He has family in the area and strong community ties. He has a 7-year-old son who collects SSI for physical and mental disabilities. It's his hope that he will be able to raise funds to be released so that he can keep his apartment and keep his place to live. Because the eventual resolution of this case is going to involve Mr. Tucson engaging with community mental health and maintaining his mental health treatment. That's the cause of these incidents, and that's the only thing that's going to prevent them from happening. And if he is rendered homeless, that will be counterproductive. So I would ask the court to consider, at the very least, reducing his bond to $10,000, 10%. He does have another bond on a misdemeanor matter that's set at $10,000, 10%, so he would need to raise $2,000, but he believes between his SSI and the Health and Family, he can do that. That would be sufficient to secure his appearance in court, and he would be willing to comply with whatever conditions the court set, particularly that he comply with any recommendations and treatments through CMA.
Okay. Very good. Now let's find out the truth. Prosecutor, speak to us, please.
Yes, Your Honor. So I would just say, while he did make the threats, and yes, the pocket knife was not open, the threats contained that he was going to commit genocide after he gets out of jail.
Okay.
He told the officers that he was going to find their family and murder them in front of them.
Okay.
He said he would kill Ann Arbor police officers when he was released from jail.
Yeah, you forgot about this, Mr. Rosenwater.
So the place would blow up.
Damn.
He also made many threats stating that he would rape and commit sexual acts on the officers as well as their family and their children.
Holy damn.
And while at the hospital receiving the treatment, he was seated into a chair. He said he was going to break the chair arm off and then stab it into one of the officers' neck.
Oh, holy night, damn.
Threat to the Kroger employee, he said You're lucky I do not stab you right now. I should stab you in the back.
Oh, Silent Night, damn!
Your neck.
Yes, I'm using a lot of Christmas ones.
And the threats continued all the way until he was lodged at the jail, saying things that continued on to the threats, and then using both hands to attempt to hit at the officers while he was in their custody. As far as his criminal history, he has some theft, prior retail fraud. He also has some controlled substances charges, some of those dating back into the 1994-95 range, and then the controlled substances cases being as 2007.
Court's going to find that the bond currently established is the proper bond to ensure the public safety of the community. Clearly, there's probably something organic going on with Mr. Tucson, but the threats are so egregious, and in an area that
Judge Burke's just got here.
I shop at that program, and then we call in after dark, and you see all the signs about the video cameras, and about how the whole place has to be videoed now for anybody who wants to go shopping there. It's an area for soft targets, and so. And to say he'll be going back there for troubling for me to have issued the threats to the officers is very troubling to me. It's not part of their job, as is assumed by, I'm not saying anybody should make that assumption, but some people assume the cops, and that just goes with the job, that's part of their hourly rate, but it's not. They have any hands placed on them, or they have these types of threats, maybe some of their families. So I find all of that deeply concerning. To keep the bond at $10,000 cash assured. And we did get an in custody date, which was November 17th, 2022 at 1:30 before Judge O'Connor. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tucson, give me a call from the jail, okay?
I want to say something because I was released.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
That happened when I was released.
Don't say anything. He's the prosecuting defense attorney's trying to do it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Released. Back in custody in over a month. Wow. They can kill black people.
Oh, shut up. Your judge, your deal is trying to keep your ass from having worse trouble here. You're not helping. I think since it's Christmas, I think instead of having a full deal that we do an auditor court knockdown for tonight might be where we go. Come back tonight for that. Meanwhile, someone who's been in court but leaving the court, Mr. Gallagher. It's just a few minutes while we finish up. Play that. After this quick, about 7-second commercial. There we go.
Mr. Gallagher, if you could please remain on the screen here. I know that's your last case. The court is Madam Recorder, who just go on a separate record. This is, I know the last time I think that you'll appear before me. You've been appearing before me for a number of years. Appeared before me as an intern. It doesn't say anything about how old I am. And I want to say from the start, for those that don't know, you will be going to be the judicial attorney for the Honorable Judge Slay, newly elected new judge in this county. I frankly spoke with her last night. She gave me a call to offer my condolences. She thought yesterday was your last day before me. She was apologizing for taking you from us. But I will tell you that I think that you, as I've expressed to you, I think that you're going to do a great job. It's well deserved that you've done that throughout your career. from this judge's perspective, you exemplified yourself with high standards of those practicing, who have the privilege to practice in the state as lawyers. More so, you've exemplified yourself in a manner as a public defender that has just been extraordinary. The way you deal with people, the way you deal with courts, the integrity, your humility, your intellect, and everything that you brought to it always made it a pleasure to have you appear before the court. I know that you don't like these things being said about you. I know that it kind of it gets at you. And you try not to take a lot of credit. But I think over the years, if you would talk to those individuals that you represented and have helped out, to I think any member of the bar, I don't care what side you're on, prosecutor side, defense side, you can find no, you never have anything bad to say about Mr. Gallagher. And I would indicate also to you, as I expressed to Judge Slade, that I don't believe, while I'm upset that you won't be here before me, I also do know that she could not have made a better choice for somebody to be by her side as she begins that new work. So, Mr. Gallagher, on behalf of this judge, my staff, Ms. Weidland, Mr. Allen, we want to thank you for the recent time that you've been here before the court. You've made it, you've made it fun in a lot of ways. You've helped a whole lot of folks just in the brief time that you've been here. And if I dare say that I speak on behalf of our whole court and also the people of Washington County, I know that you will continue to serve Washington County. But on behalf of all of us, we thank you very much for your service. You did an extraordinary job. Godspeed, my friend. And I wish you all of the best in your chapter in your life.
Judge, I can't thank you enough. You have some tears here, Judge, but
Go ahead.
I probably won't be able to talk here a whole lot, Judge, but thank you. I see my fellow bar members here, and you're right, Judge, regardless of the side that we're on, I have nothing but respect for everyone here. I see the public defense management team and my colleagues at the public defender's office, people who I truly love and care for. They've been tremendous for me. Also, prosecuting attorneys, nothing but respect for all of you. I think we've worked well together and developed good working relationships along with friendships, and can't thank you enough. The court, Judge, I can't say enough. I feel like I've grown up in front of you. I was an intern. You've seen my kids grow, and they're adults now. And you've helped me become a better attorney, Judge, just watching you and watching you on the bench and challenging me. You made it tough at times, Judge, but you made me think, and but you truly made me a better attorney. And it's been an honor and a privilege to practice in front of you over these years. And you've seen me grown as an attorney, and I've learned so much from you, and just can't thank you enough. And I've learned so much from all the attorneys online here. You said that I brought some intellect. I'm not so sure about that, but I tried my best, and I tried to learn from the intellect of everyone that's on Zoom here from my fellow attorneys. But thanks again, Judge. I'll be working behind the scenes more. I won't be representing folks, but I also want to just thank the clients that I've represented and allowed me to give me that privilege. I tried my best for every one of them. I know not all of them were probably happy with me, but I did try my best for every one of them. But thank you, Judge. I probably shouldn't talk anymore, Judge. I've got some tears in my eyes here.
Oh, thank you, Jay, for those comments. Madam Reporter, if you would please prepare a transcript of the court's comments as well as Mr. Gallagher's remarks. And we will send you a copy of those as well as a copy of the visual. Jim, take care of yourself, my friend.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, everyone.
End of the second.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher.
Just one second.
we will go ahead and bring this to a close. Please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Help us get to the goal of 50,000 views. 1,000 subscribers. So Boxy can send us nice red presents and send them out to us, and Google can put it on the algorithms. Until we come back again to each other later tonight, like, share, subscribe, be kind to one another, release the Krakens, and enjoy your Merry Christmas as we march along this afternoon. And every afternoon, here from day one. Have a great afternoon. Ho, ho, ho. And again, we'll see you tonight.